I arrived in Australia from Germany in February 1957, aged 20, to visit my sister Ingrid, who was very homesick. An amazing sunset greeted me on my arrival up in Cabramatta. Every morning after my arrival, I was woken up by an earth-shattering noise and the house shaking from a huge tonner crane, lifting new houses onto their foundations. A few days later, my sister introduced me to the operator of that machine, Hans Fischer, a tall, handsome and good-natured 28-year-old German. We soon fell in love. Later, I realized that my sister had planned and hoped for this to happen so that she could keep me in Australia. Hans took me to the Snowy head office where Mrs. Noszelski offered me a job waitressing at Alan Bend. I gladly accepted because I knew that my sister and family were going to be transferred there. I loved living and working in Alan Bend, enjoying everything from the bush with all the different birds to the Snowy River roaring over the boulders and the locals who made me feel welcome. Waitressing at the large self-serve staff mess was easy and interesting, as in those days we had many visitors arriving in big buses and car convoys. The kitchen staff were all communicating in German, which was not so good for me, as I was eager to improve my English. The pay was good and came with free board. 3 months after meeting Hans, we had a small engagement party at my sister's with Hans's friends, Martin and Brigitte Steinhoff and Peter Moore. Martin and Hans had come over on the ship together in 1951. We remain lifelong friends. When Hans used to visit me, we would go sightseeing, driving his Beetle on the roads he helped build. One day Hans let me drive his car. It was on the winding road from Alan Bend to Gazziga, another road he worked on. It was my first experience behind the wheel, and I didn't even have a license. We were married in a simple church ceremony in Cooma and were offered our first snowy house. Shortly after moving in, though, Hans was transferred to the other side of the mountains in Kincoben to oversee the construction of the Alpine Way. He could only come home by plane every second weekend. We had our first daughter there. In 1963, we became Australian citizens in Cooma's Centennial Park. The ceremony took place under the canopy, which Hans had lifted over the stage with that big tonner crane. We were living in Jindabyne when our second daughter was born. We've had a lifetime of happy memories, living and working for the Snowy Mountains Authority and Snowy Mountains Engineering Corporation, also living in places like Thailand, Western Samoa, Indonesia and Yemen. In November 2017, we celebrated our 60th wedding anniversary and have 2 daughters, 3 grandsons and 3 great-grandsons.